Hello everyone, this is Okuna and welcome to episode 3 of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So let's continue where we left off. Last time we were in the Tabularium and something collapsed. So we have to get out now. Let's see how we might manage that. The Kingdom of Prussia. I think I described that to you already. Another book called Pflanzenreich, World of the Plants. We already looked through that desk. And it is not too dark in here so that our character might not get frightened. Here we found some maps, and I did make a drawing of that map. Perhaps it might come handy sometime. Tabulae maps. Yeah, that's where we came from. And here the building did collapse, so we cannot escape through there. But there is something here, which is fragile but not breakable by hand. Okay, but if we touch it a little bit more, it does break. So can we get in? Seems that way. Oh!
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Ah. Okay, you can never be too careful. A draft and a faint light are coming from behind the shelf. There must be a way in. Okay, yeah. Okay, it looks like that there is an exit. And... oil. Also, it seems that there are some secret books like that one. Okay. Have to find other such books. And if I... here is something. And Daniel is already getting afraid of the dark. So let's light a bit here. And let's also light a bit here. So... is that sufficient? Okay, this is also a highlighted book. Let's see, here is also a highlighted book. And we have to be swift. So, are 3 books sufficient? This book is just decoy. It's nice that if you adapt to the dark, it gets a little bit lighter. Okay, some books on the floor. Let's guess. Pflanzenreich. Again. And also Pflanzenreich. What can I say? Okay, first one. Second one. And third one. Okay. I'd say that did the trick. Great. Oil in the lantern is still fine. little bit fog, and a little room here with presumably no exit. Ah, a key. What was that? What's in that cupboard? Nothing for now, but I could hide in it. And yes, I could close it. Great. Somehow I learned that this is a game of hide. You cannot eliminate the monsters, but you can hide from them. Okay. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with the absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay. So, someone has been locked in the wine cellar. Somehow I doubt that they are still living. Okay. Something salvageable here. In. Does not look that way. Okay, now I got a key to the wine cellar. And where can I exit? Let's look around. What is here? Can I destroy that? Like... Ah, okay. That did the trick. Local folklore. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lores is Altstadt, deeper within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods, and were forever damned to roam the grounds. The bodies wrought by their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years, and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside the damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby, Altstadt. And like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and the death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Okay. Nice story so far. And another, let's say, Pflanzenreich. So how can I get out? This way. No, I do not want to waste another tinderbox. Ah! And here is an exit into the dark. Studium. Study. Okay, I cannot exit here. Libri Vertes. Old tomes. It's also closed up. Local history, and I am getting a little bit... Ooh, what's that? Some strange sounds. Let's bathe a little bit in the light to regain our composture. Okay, this is a collapsed wall. Hurrah! What's going on in here? At least it's not too dark, like in there. But did we miss anything in here? We came from there. There is a small commode containing nothing. The drawers move very smooth. Anyone who has experienced such furniture can surely say. Okay, let's use a tinderbox here. Ah, there is something inside, like another tinderbox. Great. Like we've used up currently. Is there something else salvageable, like in this chest? Oh yes, another tinderbox and great oil. Oil for the lamp. That is very, very helpful. And I also opened that crate. Let's look. No, I can't just throw it. So, lots and lots of books. Okay, I think we got the key, and we have to be content with it. So let's get out. Out, I say. Out is in that direction. Okay. I'm hearing strange sounds. Let's bathe a little bit in the light to regain our composture. My head is pounding and my hands are shaking. Okay. But still, it seems I am okay. So I think the exit was in that direction. Ooh. Strange sounds. Strange sounds coming from the distance. So let's go back to the entrance hall. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Okay. And now... Ooh. 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 Can I move through that? Yee. Okay. That looks gross. Okay, I think the wine cellar might be our next stop, since we have now gotten the key for it. Or what do you think? As always, comments below if you liked. Okay, cellar vinari, wine cellar, laboratorium, laboratory. Okay. Let us go down there. Somehow, I think laboratory sounds nicer. The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wind gently sweep across his face and his dry. I do not know what was there. Okay. Looks dark. So let's put in a little bit light. Also a little bit foggy. Good, good. What can we see here? Small room. Ooh. What is that? Your sanity is now dangerously low. Make sure to stay in the light and try to make progress. Somehow I do not like this. So let's put out the lamp. Sanity ... Okay. My vision has gotten blurry. Anything of interest here?
What was that?
And what was that sound? I just heard faint voices, but it might be my imagination. Let's put on a little bit light to get a bit more composture. Still sanity ... Can I risk going further down? Seems that I'm shaking. Oh, okay. Let's put out the lantern and venture down. Ah, here's a chest. Let's open it. Ah, tinderbox. That's great. That's what I need. Ah, okay. My head is pounding. My hands are shaking. My sanity has regained a little. Ooh. Ah. And lost a little. what is down there? Ah. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Ah, okay. So some of the things have been moved to the wine cellar. Ah. I fear I have to... Okay. There should be more.
More cuprite. Let me see. And 1 part aqua fortis.
Cuprite and aqua fortis. Early alchemy experiment. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamite and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis in hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Okay, I picked up a chemistry pot. Whatever that is. And what is that? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave a fair judgment and a safe return. Okay, and what is it? Just that message. Interesting, and what is behind that? Okay, I think I cannot move that thing, and behind... Okay, normal books behind them. And I'm still shaking. So, I think I should go into the light. Better get out of here right now.
Darkness. Closing in.
Let's conserve a bit oil. Right here it should be light enough, and here is a bit further light from the window. My head is pounding, my hands are shaking. That is still better than what we've experienced before. Okay, so let's leave the laboratory for now and return to the entrance hall. It was done, the men said. The tomb had been revealed. Tim Hinan always grinned the toothless foreman. Okay, here is the cellar binaria. Let's do a little bit light bathing in the meantime, and also look at the petals or blood drops. And let's also conclude this episode for now. Next episode will be the wine cellar. So, until then, we will see each other again. See ya.